What a way to start. Have some milk drooling out. Sleepy, sleepy baby. And what a day this has been. There's a leak. And we're trying to air it out. But it was coming in really heavily and it was really wet. Those cups were full.
Seriously, when it rains in the baby's room. From the ceiling and through the floor. That's what happens. And well, they turned off the water from upstairs, but I can't imagine that being in that condition forever.
Yeah.
Here's some diapers.
My goodness. Furniture out. It's loud in here now because they have the dehumidifier and a fan. Wow. Hey there.
Oh, hi. There you are. Welcome to our video.
We're gonna answer questions that no one asked.
Well, some people asked some questions. We got one asking how big was our baby when she was born, and that was 7 pounds 8 ounces. When she left the hospital, she was 7 pounds. A week later, she was 6 pounds 8 ounces. Did she lose a pound or something like that?
Yeah.
And then now she's definitely back to her normal, well, the weight she's supposed to be. When was the last time we weighed her? She was over 8 pounds last time we weighed her. And that might have been, close to 2 weeks ago now.
2 weeks ago.
Doesn't she go back to the doctor soon?
Yes.
She goes back to the doctor soon. What other questions have we been asked over the time? Oh, she's fussing.
She is fussing. We need to get her.
I'll go get her. One question that we get a lot is, what's it like to be a dad? Well, I get that part. You probably get what's it like to be a mom. One thing, I definitely appreciate birth cloths a lot more than I ever did. I never thought I'd be appreciating birth cloths. I didn't even know what birth cloth existed. I just thought it was like a cloth. But what they say, I've heard stories of once you have a baby, you feel good, right? Like you have a good feeling all of a sudden. And I took that into consideration at first. I also heard stories that you don't feel anything right away.
Yeah.
And that's cool. You know, some people don't feel everything. Some people don't feel something right away. But I suspected that it would feel good for me. I just didn't realize it would feel that good. Like all new senses went off and all these new feelings I never thought were possible are possible now. It's crazy. It sounds silly. Does that sound about right for you? I don't know. We didn't really talk about this.
Well, I spoke about it with you. I asked you about it. You never really asked me.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah, you have.
I thought I did.
Yeah, you have. It just feels normal.
This is like something that you thought you should always...
Yeah.
Like this is a natural thing.
Yeah.
I like this normal feeling if this is normal for me. This is great.
It felt very natural, very normal.
Right.
Like this was supposed to be. And yeah. I don't know if I felt it right away, but I felt it pretty soon after.
I think I felt it as soon as I met her.
Because I just felt like it's gonna be weird.
No, it's not.
I pushed her out and then they threw her on top of me and my first reaction was, this was inside me?
Yeah, she was inside you. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, you had life inside of you. How crazy is that?
It's very crazy. Very cool.
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't ever know what that felt like. Feels like.
Yeah. So we were going to talk about like Canadian care. I
Oh
guess,
my gosh.
and
Well, we have nothing to compare it to.
we have nothing to compare it to. I feel like we got a lot of great care here.
Yes.
The doctors that we went to, the obstetrician, and the hospital that we went to,
Yeah.
very, very thoughtful people work there.
Oh yeah. They are very. I mean,
They're very good at what they do.
yes. And we had like a 6.5 day stay at a hospital, and a lot of people thought that was
Yeah.
well, that's crazy. I think it went all because you don't want a C-section. And
Yeah.
I don't think they want a C-section. I think that's not a thing that they want to do in Canada. From what I understand.
I was offered.
You were. You want to get all done and have a C-section? You're like, no.
Well, I was offered the induction date, or we can schedule a C-section.
Oh, okay.
And I went, I'd rather do a vaginal birth.
Mhm.
And she was like, oh, good, that's better. So they went with the induction date, and I called the day of, and they were like, can you get here in like an hour? And we're like, okay.
I didn't realize you needed that many sets of clothings.
Yeah, I didn't know it was going to take that many days, but the medicine that they use to induce here and the medicine that they used on me take a long time to take effect.
Right, it was like 3 days of one thing and another day of another thing.
Yes.
And then the fifth, I think the fourth day we actually had the baby, and then they kept us another day and a half for observation.
Yeah, they were monitoring me closely because of the gestational diabetes, and then my blood pressure started going up a little bit towards the end.
And then you had a fever.
And then I had a fever.
Yeah.
And my sugar went crazy. They had to give me insulin in the hospital. It went. So the medicines that they used were slow, and if I had a normal pregnancy without any of those complications, they would have given me that medicine and then told me to go home and then come back the next day.
That's a normal thing here.
And that's a normal thing here.
It might be a normal thing in other places too. And
I have no idea.
It might be normal in the U.S., but we don't have it to compare it to.
But they had me going in for non-stress tests to have like a baseline to compare things to. And during my non-stress test, every once in a while, I would hear about like someone else being induced. Like, okay, so we're gonna give you this, we're gonna monitor you for an hour, and then you're gonna go home and come back in 24 hours. So
instead of going home, they just kept us there.
yeah,
Feeding
they
us
wanted
and
to
all that.
monitor everything. And I was monitored a lot. Like they put those monitors on me a lot.
Right.
And
Yeah.
she was not cooperative with them. She kept
Oh, yeah.
moving.
She was very active, this little thing.
Yeah.
And I thought that was funny.
They all had a hard time with it.
But they were happy that she was active inside.
Yes.
So that was good.
Yes.
I think we suspect if we had the baby in the United States, it would have been a C-section, but we're not really sure.
We're not sure, but
It was we were kind of told it might have been like that. To keep us there that long, to make sure we, got the birth experience that we wanted, or at least close to it.
I was very close to going into emergency C-section.
Right.
If I wasn't dilated enough by the last few, I guess, like hours or the past few hour and a half or whatever, they were going to push it to an emergency C-section.
After all that induction.
Yeah. After all those days, I would have been so upset.
But she was but you were ready. She was ready. It was good timing. In the end, everything happened exactly how we wanted to.
Yeah.
She's perfectly healthy. The gestational diabetes is gone.
Yep.
The blood pressure is normal.
Her sugar was normal.
Her sugar is probably normal.
Well,
We don't need to test it anymore.
I don't need to test it anymore,
But
so I have no idea.
You were fine after the hospital.
I was fine. They checked me in the hospital a few times, and they checked the baby as well. And she was fine. I was fine.
Yeah. So we have a healthy baby, and we have a healthy puppy, and a somewhat healthy cat, and we're very happy. We're a happy family right now.
Yeah.
So that's good.
Yeah.
We're very happy. Did I mention that we're happy?
But I think the Canadian care system was pretty good.
Everything bad I've heard about the Canadian care system is 100% not true at all. I heard a lot of bad things, like, oh, you know, from like they're gonna like want to do a C-section right away. They're gonna kick you out of the hospital like right after the baby's born. They're gonna like a whole lot of there's gonna be a long waiting time. Everything I heard about everything bad, like I said, is just not true at all. It was amazing, great staff over at the hospital, great care, and we didn't receive any bill. Another thing is, Kitty got really good at breastfeeding. I still am struggling. I can't get it. I can't produce anything. It's a terrible joke. I'm sorry. Sleep. That's a thing that we realize is very very special. We surprisingly though, I think we've actually gotten some more sleep lately.
Yeah, because my parents are here
Oh,
now.
right.
The grandparents love taking care of the baby.
Kitty's parents are here, but they won't be here like the whole time. Not gonna be here forever. So I think they're leaving at the end of this month.
I have no idea.
Of course, we'd like them to stay as long as they can. But yes, they've been very helpful. We've gotten a lot of good support from our friends and our family, and a lot of them might actually be watching this, so that's great. And it's you know, the ones that reach out and talk to us. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
We have a very gaseous child.
She makes a lot of noises.
How are the animals taking of the baby? Is that even a question?
Yeah.
We've also been asked about how our fur babies, like Stardust and Libby, how they've been handling the situation. Libby is basically like an extra nurse in the house. She gets really upset when Tori's crying and she wants to know what's going on. She checks her out. She gives her a sniff. She licks her head once. I think Libby is in love with Tori, and I don't blame her. Stardust, I don't think even notices.
No, she does.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, she notices.
She ignores.
She ignores it.
Yeah, that's what I meant, yeah. I also think Stardust means well by ignoring. Just because she ignores it doesn't mean she doesn't like you. We've been taking a whole lot of photos.
What other questions?
Oh, we were told to do a top 5 list again, and I think we will soon. Well, if you have any questions for us that we failed to answer, that's... Oh my gosh.
She's just making noise.
Okay.
She's perfectly happy. She's just making noise. Oh. 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 Oh, that was a little burp.
Ah, it takes after me. Yeah. So what is our routine lately? Our routine is mostly...
There's no routine.
It's different every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know what time of day it is half of the time. We just try to get sleep whenever we can. She likes to drink out of the tap, what can I say?
You're silly.
I don't know. Who does she look more like? You know, I get that question a lot. And I don't know. She's got your ears.
You constantly say that.
She definitely has your ears. I was told she has my cheeks. Minus the beard, of course. Oh.
And then my mom was showing me pictures of me as a baby in a swing.
And I saw me as a baby, too.
And he was a baby.
Mhm.
And I don't know.
I think she's a good mixture of both.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think she's displaying lots of light-colored, like light brown hair, which I think she kind of is taking after me when I was a baby. Because I think I had very light-colored hair. Almost the red.
All in all, I think we had a great experience here.
Yes, this has been awesome. And here meaning where?
In Canada.
Oh, okay, yeah. Not that we have anything to compare it to.
We have nothing to compare
No.
it to.
But it is good. Healthcare here is very good. I will
Yes.
say that much. We got a healthy baby. We got a very supportive group of friends and family who have definitely reached out to us, and a lot of them sent us stuff,
Yeah.
which is great.
Thank you.
And-
If you sent us something, thank you.
And if you were thinking about sending us something, we didn't get a chance
Thank
to
you.
thank you. And if you don't want to, that's cool too. Thank you
you.
for just being our friend and reaching out. And actually, at one time I had to apologize to one of my friends saying, I'm sorry I'm sending you so many baby pictures. And he was like, no, keep them coming, keep them coming. So, and we're very excited that in August, hopefully everything works out, we will be going back home, back east to New York and New Jersey to, for Tori to see our friends and family there. So that's going to be fun.
Yeah.
We're very excited about that.
Yeah.
We need a top 5 list.
Top 5.
Top 5 something. Okay, so top 5 ways we've been spending our time lately, ever since Tori was born. So you can go first.
Feeding Tori. You don't need to make the boop
Oh.
sound because I'm gonna put it in.
Well, technically that is my voice making the boop sound.
I know, but when you make the boop, I'm like, do I boop it over the boop or do I boop?
For that one, you could boop it over the boop, but I won't be making any more booping sounds. Go ahead. Like here, I won't make the boop sound here.
Okay. Pumping, breast pumping. Trying to sleep. Trying to relax and remembering to eat.
Was that 5?
Yes,
Oh.
I think so.
Oh yeah, you gotta take care of yourself.
Yeah, it's really hard.
Oh, what is my top 5s? Okay, so, feeding and holding Tori. Trying to sleep when I can. We have really not watched much TV.
I've been watching Shameless and
Oh.
The Big Bang Theory with my parents when I pump.
And that's the time I go inside to read.
Yeah,
Mention pumping?
yeah.
Okay, did I mention how many things so far? That was 2 or 3. 3? I did 3. So, let's see. Holding and feeding Tori. Sleeping when I can. Reading. I guess going for walks.
Yeah.
Yeah, not long ones, but we have walked over to the Stanley Park Brewing, which was nice.
That's a long walk.
It is quite yeah, it's like a mile away. And, what else? Dreaming. That's silly, I know, but that's what I have. Taking care of a lot of paperwork. There's a lot of paperwork involved in having a baby.
Yeah.
It was kind of interesting leaving the hospital, because they didn't give us any paperwork. And it was like, well, do we get something? They're like, what do you need? Like, I don't know, it's kind of weird to just take home a human, and how do I prove that this is our human? They're like, oh, I guess we can give you a discharge paper, but it's not necessary. So that was kind of funny. So we'll just go take our human home now, which is what we did.
Yep.
But now we got all paperwork to prove this is our human.
Yep.
Until she turns 18, and then she's her own human, but she's welcome to stay with us forever, of course. Of course, that's fine. Anyway, we will be back next week with some sort of video.
Something.
We'll have something. We'll have some more adventures. I think we plan on walking a bit more next week. And if you have any questions, just ask away, and we will respond either on, I guess, on the thing down below, or the the next video. We might do a Q&A again. If you want to watch other videos that are probably better than ours, you should watch our friends' videos. And here they are. Boop. They're our close friends, so watch their videos. They're nice. And what else do we say?
Monkeys out.
Monkeys out, or as Tori will say,